Hello guys, kindly check this application out. When we click any of the colors, we select them. Okay, so that is that. Let's do this using NavLink from React Router DOM. If you want to type along with me, kindly install npm install React Router DOM. So that is that. With all said and done, let's begin. Thank you very much. Let's begin by creating 3 folders. Now SRC folder, let's call the first one assets. Got to call the second one components, then call the third one data. Good. Now let's take the first one assets. Now this project we have no images or spinners, so leave it blank. Move to the second one components. Let's create a file and call it main page. .js. Inside the array fce, so for ordinary div, why don't we make a react.fragment? Good. So inside that we have a section and a div with a page tag to say hello. Let's link this main page to the app.js to view on the screen. So let's call main page. Good. Now let's import main page. Okay, so that is that. You should see hello on our screen. Yeah, that is that, guys. Great. We have hello on our screen, meaning we're ready to go. So let's position everything since it's mobile first. Okay, good. Now we're ready. Now what do we do next? Next, let's prepare our data. Okay, we need our data to display on the page. Okay, so let's go back to the data folder, then create a data file which we're going to call color data. Good. Now inside that we can say export const color data, and then inside that let's have our data. Good. So our data, we're going to have a number, a color, and a path. Okay, so inside that we're going to have a number, a color, and a path. Okay, so that is that. So let's populate for 9 of these. Good. So let's take them on. After that we get the number 2, we give it a color and a path. Likewise 3, color, path. 4, the same thing, 5 till 9. Okay, so that is that our data is ready. Now let's call the data in the main page. Okay, so let's import that. Good. So we import color data. So what next? Let's take the hello off, then use mapping techniques to call the data to the page. So to do that we say color data dot map into brackets, and this should give us what? Item comma index, and that should give us a function, and inside that we need to return what? Return a div, and this div should have the key is what? Index. So that is that. Good. So inside this no complaint. Okay, so let's take our div, and inside this div let's have a span tag, and a span tag to call the item.number. Good. You can see, guys, we got all the numbers here. Let's give it some class name. Let's give it test 9XL. Good. You can see, guys, we're ready to go. What else do we do? Now from here we can see our colors. So now let's bring our colors on board. So we go to the div, and we say class name, then we call what? Let's make it item dot what? Color. Okay, you can see, guys, now we need to make this color round shape. Okay, so we need to add more class names to it. Now to do that we need to use the dynamic class name. Okay, so let's hold on with this, and let's call what's the name? Good. No, sorry, this way. Good. Then inside that let's call the dynamic code, which is down the escape button. Then we can say give it a $. Then inside that we can have our what's the name, item dot what color. Good. So that is that. Now we can add our this into it, or our class names to it. Okay. Good. So we have what here we're going to have. No, sorry. Here we're going to have width 60, height 60, rounded, full, centered. We want the distance to be at the center of the page. So let's create a center CSS, a custom center CSS for that. So we go and create app.css, sorry, and we say dot what centered. Good. So inside that we can have display flex, justify center, align item center. Okay, so that is that. What next? Our class CSS is over. Let's okay, close this, make it bigger. Okay, I guess we're good to go now. So you can see, guys, our lessons are ready. Now let's push them to the center of the page. Okay, so we go to their main div here, which is here, and give it a class name. Then we say width screen. Good. Then give it grid, and we say justify center. Good. So let's give it a gap. Let's give it 3. Then let's see. Good. I think that is okay. So what we're going to do next is to create a NavLink. Okay, so let's do that. Inside the lesson, how do you call it? The span. So we call NavLink. NavLink. That is that. Let's put the span inside. Okay, so here do it like this too. Okay, so that is that. NavLink is not imported. Okay, let's import NavLink. Okay, so we import the NavLink here. Okay, good. Our NavLink is ready. Now it's NavLink to where? To the path. Okay, the path is what? Item dot what path. Now data, you can see the path that we give them. So that is that. So let's check it out if there is any complaint. Good, is complaining again. Why are you complaining? Okay. This thing, what's the name? The NavLink has to be the main page. Since we are using NavLink, we need to connect the main page to the browser router. Okay, so that's the React router DOM can pick it up. So here we need to call browser router. Okay, so let's import browser router. So we say import browser router from where? React router DOM. Now let's call the browser router. Good. So let's put the main page inside. So we just cut it here, then put it inside. Good. You can see that now it's working. Good. You can see it's working. You can see that the number is changing. When I click through, you can see it says, you can see the 2 here, and you can see the 1 here. You can see, guys, our app is working. 4, if I click 4, you see 5. So now let's create a class name for the active link. Okay, so to do that, let's close this app.js. Let's create the check mark. Let's do that as CSS. So we go to the app.css, then call, and we say check. Good. Now check, let's give it a height 60, width, what's the name, width 25 pixels, border, and make it bigger, border bottom, then border right, then after that we transform and rotate it 45 degrees. Okay, so that is that. So to see that, we need to just call check in here, so we can give it a class name here. Over here, the nav, I can go inside and give it a class name, then create a class name here, then make it a condition. That good. So our condition says what if what's the name, if nav active, now the nav is active, then give it the class name check, otherwise give it what, normal link. Now let's create the normal link. A normal link, just go up here and say const normal link equals what, empty. Okay, so that is that. Let's check it out. Good. So now we click one, you can see the check, our check is there, so it's interfering with the numbers. Okay, so we'll make the numbers invisible. So here let's make this numbers, okay, let's say what, invisible. Good. So that is that. You can see, guys, now our app is working. Okay, so that is that. Finally, let's make our app responsive, then we can say cheers. So we say at medium screen, give us grade cost 3. Okay, then at same medium screen, give us the width 3 fifth. Then at the same medium screen, give us the MX auto. So when we expand it, you can see, guys, it's divided into 3 columns. So that is that, guys. You can see, guys. So that is that. Thank you for sticking through. Please don't forget to do good. Catch you in the next one. They say peace.